Hello, my name is Colin McKim, and I am pursuing an associate's degree in mechanical design technology at Milwaukee Area Technical College, otherwise known as MTC. And I am currently applying for a CAD designer position at Milwaukee Tool in Brookfield, Wisconsin. The things that make me qualified for this position are I had a internship at Milwaukee Tool from May 28th to August 10th earlier this summer, the summer of 2025, for the mechanical CAD designer position at this location. And during my internship, I learned how to use the NX Simons program that Milwaukee Tool uses. So I'm already versed in some of the tools that Milwaukee Tool uses to design things. And I learned how to apply their ASME 14.5 GD&T drafting standards to create technical documents and properly measure things in those documents. During my time, I also learned how to create PowerPoint presentations to prepare for meetings and communicate effectively with other lead engineers or other people on a joint team, on a cross-department team. So a engineer and a electrical engineer is who I was communicating with. And I was able to do that effectively using PowerPoint presentations. Uh, my manager at my internship described me as consistently demonstrating a high level of professionalism, technical skill, innovative that innovation that exceeded expectations for an intern. Uh, Colin took the initiative to mentor fellow interns, sharing his CAD knowledge and geometric dimension tolerancing, otherwise known as GD&T. He had an ability to explain these concepts in an approachable way that helped elevate the overall technical proficiency of his intern group and fostered a collaborative learning environment. These are things that my former manager said, but so the TLDR is I'm very good at picking up new skills and helping out the people around me that may be unfamiliar with the programs that we're using, even though I was also just learning it. But I was still able to work ahead to show them how to use the program effectively and answer all their questions so they can get their work done better and faster, and they could help me on other projects that I needed them with. It was a very productive and collaborative team learning environment with the other interns. Uh, Milwaukee Tool. I know that Milwaukee Tool is the industry leader for creating innovative solutions for professionals and consumer problems. Milwaukee Tool has achieved double-digit growth year over year for a decade, which has resulted in 10,000 employees nationwide and over 3,000 patents for innovative technology. They were also in the top 10 of Glassdoor's Best Places to Work 2025. That's the surface level knowledge I know about Milwaukee Tool, but in the company, I learned about the work culture and how they communicated with each other and the general vibe of the place. I learned about being candid, which is saying what you mean directly, not being around the bush, and being obsessed with your work, but also being fast and urgent with things. Um, my greatest strength would be my ability to learn new things and apply new information, as well as work long hours. Uh, Previously, according to my manager, I picked up the new NX Simons program that I had never touched before, and I learned it very pretty quickly for an intern. In just about 2 or 3 weeks, I was able to properly use all the tools that the program gave to me and use them effectively. And I was also able to manage multiple projects at once and allocate time according to priority. So we had multiple projects to work on, and some projects their due date was closer than others, and some needed to be worked on right away. So then we can give it to our managers so that we can get feedback, and then we can make the deadline and still have a good project. My biggest weakness would be my interpersonal communication skills and asking for help in a timely manner. What I tend to do is when I'm learning something new, I tend to do trial and error. And then if I don't get that, I usually then ask for help. But that's not always the best thing to do to create something in a timely manner as well as learn effectively. It can create bad habits, but that's why I usually do actually ask for help. I have trouble with interpersonal skills, such as recognizing uh, work environments and how those interact with other people. When dealing with someone difficult, oftentimes during group projects, it's important to deal with them professionally and identify if they're being difficult through malice or out of just ignorance. And you have to be a little confrontational doing this. You can take them, you can ask them outside of class, away from everybody, so as to not potentially embarrass them. Um, hey, did you mean to say it that like that? Hey, that came off as a little rude. That's not necessarily the nicest thing you could have said. Can you be nicer to the other members in the group and just communicate a little better? And from that conversation, you can usually tell if they're doing something out of malice, such as wanting to be mean, or just ignorance, which is not knowing that they're breaking a social contract and are out of line. Um, but from those responses, if they're acting in malice, you can go to the professor and talk to them about it and get their opinion and insight on that. So as to resolve the situation. If it's plain ignorance, then just correct them outside of class, away from everyone, so as to not embarrass them. Some questions I have about Milwaukee Tool. Um, what were the first 6 months at the company like for you? Were you starting as a fresh new hire, straight out of college, or someone who has been in industry before? I'm mainly looking for the first 6 months, as in how long was the introductory or grace period for this position was, or for this position for you? How long do you think it is nowadays? What were your biggest challenges in your first 6 months? What did you enjoy the most? Uh, what do you look forward to when coming into work here? And what's a unique challenge that you find at this job that you really haven't found anywhere else? Also, what's the general vibe between people here? Is this a very professional and curt environment, or is it somewhere where you can be a little more relaxed, but you're still able to be professional with your coworkers? That was the mock interview assignment for English 196 for oral interpersonal communication.